I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I get up when I'm bleeding, ready, breathing. I'll never back down.
This is the collision of common sense and comedy. This is Defenders Live.
I'll never back down. Thought I was 6 feet under.
Happy Friday. You enjoying that coffee over there, are you?
I am enjoying the coffee.
I mean, you're making kind of a big spectacle out of it, I think.
I like enjoying the coffees.
Well, no, I understand that, but I feel that you're kind of
I'm
overdoing
Are you
it.
saying that I'm trying to oversell the coffee?
You are a little bit,
I'm not overselling the coffee.
you know.
I love the coffees.
Yeah,
The
'cause
coffees are good.
it's good coffee.
I'm not trying to oversell the coffee at all.
Okay.
It's just so I learned
You learned
that in the Asias
in the Asias.
they like to because they eat their
noodles.
noodles and the soups and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They slurp.
It's impolite actually not to slurp.
Right. They slurp. Right. It's the whole. You get the whole thing.
Well, we know it's slurping.
And one of the reasons why is because, one, you're showing that you're actually eating, and two, it's also the idea that that slurping brings out more flavor
Oh.
because it aerates whatever liquids and solids or anything in there that are coming into your mouth, and so you actually get more
Okay.
air, and it circulates a little bit better. It's like you're technically breathing it in.
Okay.
And so you're hitting all the olfactory receptors and everything all at once when you. So every now and again I'm like, I really want to enjoy this cup of coffee, and so I do a little slurp.
Because you think it makes a difference.
No, not at all. I'm just making excuses at this point.
You just it's called stalling. is what
I'm
that's called.
just making excuses because American Bread Roasters coffee is really good.
It is. It's historically great coffee.
Also, nobody can tell on the radio that I'm drinking coffee unless I do the slurp.
No, that's true. That's
Unless
true.
they're watching.
But it is a radio show, so
Yeah. So I do the slurp.
yeah.
That's another good reason. Sound effects.
The theater of the mind.
That's right.
Speaking of coffee,
Yeah. So
there's been a study
out of France.
out of the Franches.
Out of the French. August 28th, 2021. Up to 3 cups of coffee per day is associated with low risk of stroke, fatal heart disease, etc., according to new research from the ESC Congress.
The
20
ESC Congress.
Yeah, ESC Congress 2021.
Okay.
Yeah, the it's a cardiology
Okay.
type of place.
Okay.
So that's what they do. That's what they work on,
That's kind of their gig.
That's their thing. And so they were doing a study on coffee and how it affects,
yeah.
heart, stroke, and heart things. And they were like, you know what? It helps. Quote, to our knowledge. This is the largest study to systematically assess the cardiovascular effects of regular coffee consumption in a population without diagnosed heart disease.
Okay.
So, if you don't have heart disease already,
Then it'll help prevent it.
it might stop it from happening.
Maybe.
Maybe. Or at least it won't hurt it.
Well, it can if you drink coffee like I used to. Which is, a little bit of coffee with my sugar and cream.
Yeah, that is a bit of a difference. So that may be the thing. Anyway, quote, our results suggest that they're even trying to be quaint about this. It suggests, it doesn't show, but it suggests, it points in a direction that regular coffee consumption is not only safe and is even even in high dosage, was not associated with adverse cardiovascular outcomes and all cause or any cause of mortality
Okay.
after a follow-up of 10 to 15 years. So they've been doing this study for 15 years now. They're like, hey, updates, guys. Here you go. Moreover, 0.5 to 3, so a half a cup to 3 cups of coffee per day was independently associated with lower risk of stroke, death from cardiovascular disease, or death from any other random cause.
This hour brought to you by American Pride Roasters Coffee. Go to AmericanPrideRoasters.com for historically great coffee.
AmericanPrideRoasters.com. That wasn't even a plug. It wasn't meant to.
Well, no,
It's just- it's true.
One goes with the other.
We might as well.
If you're going to find out that drinking coffee, is debatably, arguably
Healthier?
for you, then
might as well go get some
then
at
go
American
get
Pride
it.
Roasters
Now,
Coffee.
Yeah, because I would not think, oh, well, that means I can go to Starbucks and have some
Oh no,
sugar-laden
That's not coffee.
vomit in a cup.
No, that's a shot of espresso with 90% milk and cream.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a difference.
Yeah. I'm just saying, you need to obviously be smart about it, but hey,
Right. I mean, make your own is all I'm saying.
that's what I do.
Yeah, it's the best.
That's what I do. Oblivion Flickering, APR Coffee. How can you oversell pure ambrosia? The nectar of the gods.
It's what wakes me up in the morning and nothing else.
Keeps me from killing people throughout the day. I just say, Nee, I mentally understand what you meant when you said all the liquids and the solids going in your mouth, but also it's a gross thing to say.
Yes, I agree.
Sweatimus Private DOA show. I will never die from a stroke if coffee reduces the risk of that by that much. Yeah, you're not worried about it either. Actually,
It suggests now it isn't a mandate. It isn't a dictate.
yeah, but you know what? I would take and believe that
over
as more of a push for a mandate, because at least that's had 15 plus years of study,
right.
as opposed
Variable study of information from all these people.
to as opposed to COVID that didn't. Jackhole Councilman District number 5. If 3 cups of APR is good, 6 cup is fantastic, and 12s gives you immortality.
Yes, but it doesn't make you speak better.
Actually, it says gives you immorality is what he typed.
Oh, so you were correcting.
I was hanging up on that. That's why I kept trying to say
but
Yeah,
mortality.
he meant. I believe he meant to say
There was the T there.
immortality.
Yeah, there was the T missing.
12 cups gives you immorality. Then, that's like it's like the show My Name's Earl. You found out that his brother's a perfect liar if he has like between 5 and 7 beers, anything over 7, and he turns into like a really
The worst.
horrible guy and he gets himself in trouble and it ruins everything. That's the same.
But
concept.
between 5 to 7 beers, perfect.
He's perfect. Yep.
Can lie honestly.
Yes. Convincingly. Anything beyond that, he turns a bit pervish. So there you go.
I wonder how that translates into whiskey.
I don't know. You have to break down the
Alcohol content.
alcohol content.
ABV.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then that just, Anyway.
Thanks for that.
What?
Nothing. Tater.
Oh. That's not right. It
Just
is
some
Friday.
dictators.
It's Friday.
It is Friday. So we
can
got the jokes and
be
stuff,
silly
too. That's
and
fine.
dumb and what.
Throw us all the jokes. They're all here. Let's go.
Let's do it. Let's see. Scientists have an obligation to strive for honesty. For all they do. That's what they should be doing.
They should strive for
They
honesty.
have the obligation to do it. Whether they do it or choose to do it or not, it's a whole other story.
It's completely off the charts there.
And
but yeah.
on the question of whether children should wear masks in school, particularly preschools and elementary schools, there's a conclusion that's come out that the potential educational harms, mandatory masking policies are much more firmly established, and at least at this point, than their possible benefits of stopping the spread of COVIDs.
So you're saying it's worse for kids to have masks on?
Yeah, well, at least this particular article says that.
Okay. All right. All right. Okay.
Basically, to justify continuing masking of school kids with no end date in sight, we have to prove that the masks benefit kids and at what ages. States and communities that are considering masking policies should be safe or just to be safe, should recognize that being overly cautious has a cost, whether the benefits are uncertain. Or while the benefits are uncertain.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Wow.
I was like,
Sorry.
whether they're uncertain. What?
I don't know what the hell I was
I don't
reading.
know. Coffee.
For the most able-bodied adults, masks in public indoor settings pose only minor inconveniences. But children, however, who even amid the worrisome Delta variant surge are experiencing serious outcomes from the Wu-Tang clap at far lower rates than people in older age groups, have different needs and vulnerabilities than adults. Early childhood is a crucial period when humans develop cultural, language, and social skills, including the ability to detect emotion in other people's faces. Social interaction with friends, parents, and caregivers are integral in fostering the child's growth and well-being.
Yeah, so that's one of those things that's always bothered me a little bit about these about this sort of situations. Like, kids are great at telling them, like, at a certain age, they get really good at telling emotion just by your face.
Yeah.
You don't have to say anything, or like, even my 3-year-old can tell.
Yeah.
You know, he's pretty good at it now.
Mm-hmm.
Your face is a certain way, he's got you. Like,
Yeah.
he knows, he gets it quick. But at the same point in time, like, the cues, the social cues, the norms, the things that we present via facial recognition.
Yeah.
These are issues that you start blocking people's faces. It makes it very difficult to actually realize what you're doing.
And it also just aids in the dehumanization of people.
And it makes it sound like you have a sock in your mouth.
That's a whole different irritating thing. Cloth masks do filter some aerosols, albeit not the majority. So they might catch some exhaled viral particles. Newly released results from a large trial in rural Bangladesh found that the widespread uses of surgical masks by adults yields a significant reduction in the spread of symptomatic COVID-19. The effect of cloth masks are more ambiguous, and the study may not include or does not include children.
So adult to adult.
It
And
does
with it, by the way,
help.
all the studies, every single one of these studies, even the one in Bangladesh, every single one of these studies, here's what they did. They took a spray bottle. They stood 6 feet away and they sprayed it.
Yeah, and then they
It's-
check the board
it's-
behind it to see
That's what they did. Or they used a pressurized nozzle which pushes out the same pressure as
Yeah.
you sneezing or coughing.
Yeah.
And they went,
Which the downside to that is that test is flawed in and of itself because most people never actually sneeze into someone else's face
right. They usually turn away
or put their head down
or something.
something.
Like, I've seen people do the whole elbow thing.
Yeah, it's all of it.
Like, personally, my body turns and I sneeze at the floor.
yeah, I
directly?
I don't turn, but I aim straight down. Yeah, that's how I do.
Well, especially if I'm facing somebody, I'm like, no, I've got to move.
Oh yeah, no. If I'm facing somebody, oh yeah, I actually take a couple steps. Wait, it's just how.
Yeah. I'm like, hold on.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. But facing the issue facing educators and parents is whether a policy of mandatory masking makes schools safer than a policy for optional masking, and whether the difference is enough to justify the imposition on the children's. No scientific consensus exists about the wisdom of mandatory masking rules for school children. The WHO, which recommends that 12 children.
Sorry, what?
The WHO.
The who?
Yeah.
Who's that?
The WHO, the band. Because I take them way more seriously than the World Health Organization.
Well,
That's
definitely
damn sure.
true, yeah.
Which recommends that children 12
It's mainly the windmill.
and no wear masks under the same circumstances that adults do, specifically advises against masking kids 5 and younger. Many European nationals have been taking the agency's advice. The United Kingdom has emphasized rapid testing instead of masking and has not required elementary school students or their teachers to wear the face masks. In the United States, however, current CDC and American Academy of Pediatric guidelines calls for children 2 and up to wear a mask in indoor school or daycare setting. The CDC specifically makes exceptions for napping and eating. Masking very young children during sleep is inadvisable because of the risk of suffocation. In other words, the prevailing wisdom in the U.S. calls for 2 to 4-year-olds to wear masks in a daycare for 6 or more hours while they're awake, but go unmasked while sleeping side by side in the same room.
That's useless.
Shielding children from all coronavirus exposure is difficult for another practical reason. Little kids can't keep the damn hands off of the mask.
They touch everything.
They touch it, they
Including
pull it,
the
they
mask.
mess with it, they don't want it there no more, they pull it down, they leave it up, they do all this.
All the things.
Health recommendation that takes little account to how human beings act and what they need is unlikely to be successful. For instance, a diet that told you to eat just 2 carrots a day would theoretically result in a dramatic weight loss.
Yes.
In practice, such a regimen could starve you of nutrients that your body requires.
Which is why you take a pill.
More.
A vitamin supplement, son.
That's not what I was thinking of. I was thinking something a little bit worse. Moreover, overly strict diets often result in no weight loss at all because nobody can stick to them. Similarly, mask mandates can be challenging for little children to follow and deprive them of stimuli that they need.
Other than, fidgeting with everything.
Yeah. In addition to recommending masks for young children, the CDC guidelines also urge masks for most vaccinated caregivers who work for an infant daycare centers. This advice also deviates from standard practices in other nations, including the UK. Many studies support the importance of babies seeing caregivers' faces, and prior to arrival of COVID, many American professional organizations, including the AAP.
It makes sense, though.
Well, it's all about recognition. They're still learning stuff, and if they can't recognize you,
It's one of the. It's not only it's like if they don't see your mouth doesn't exist. And suddenly you're making noise
all the
out of a blank area.
all the funny videos that you see of dads who have beards who suddenly go and shave them, and the
Kids
freaks
freaks.
out.
Yeah, and can't get used to it for a week.
That's exactly what this is. The same concept. You turn around and have people wearing masks, and these kids are like, I can't see a mouth, I can't see a mouth, I can't see a mouth. And then they go home and you see people with mouths.
They're like, what the hell is this?
Yeah. At least
Or the other way around.
That's true too.
They're at home. Everybody's got mouths and noses and mouth. And then they get taken to this weird place with these people that don't have mouths and noses or chins,
But like you said, are making noise and
but making the same noises and everything else.
yeah.
Slightly muffled.
At least some fears about masking are exaggerated. Despite the claims of some critics, kids who wear a face covering are unlikely to suffer any meaningful problems exhaling carbon dioxide or inhaling oxygen. However, some mask wearers who exert themselves may subjectively feel short of breath. Unfortunately, some school districts are brushing aside that concern too.
So, you just said that, because this is from the Atlantic, by the way. This is an Atlantic article. So, originally, and then it got pushed over to the what is it? Whatever it was, the EC or whatever. Anyway, you just said that they won't be suffering from carbon dioxide
Yeah.
inhalation.
Yeah. Yeah. They don't have a problem expelling it or inhaling oxygen.
But if somebody is exerting themselves,
As in running or playing or whatever, yes.
like kids normally do,
No, they don't. Kids don't play.
they don't?
No. That's a myth.
It is.
That has never been proven.
So,
I've got a petition right now. It's being sent to Mythbusters. And I'm
who's
trying,
no longer available,
No, they're no longer available, but I'm trying to get them pulled out of retirement just for this.
just to prove that kids
To prove
don't
the
actually
kids
play.
don't actually play. I don't know why everybody's making such a big deal
There's
about
no
it.
such thing that kids play.
Yeah, kids don't play anything until they get to high school.
That's not play.
That's when they play,
That's not play.
because then they're trying to play to earn a scholarship.
That's not play.
I'm just saying.
Like, okay, once again, I've got a 3-year-old. I got home early today, and I'm hanging out.
In front of your kid? That is not appropriate, sir. I don't care.
I
how
mean,
young
sitting
kid-
on the couch, chilling, relaxing.
Maxon shooting some beat. Never mind.
No,
You were sitting on the couch.
just sitting on the couch, so no
Gotcha.
shooting the b-balls outside the school. No,
Darn you, Fresh Prince.
and he's just running, like straight running.
Yeah, I've watched him a couple times. They wide the
then-
hell open, just making laps.
And then he's like, all right, I think I'm going to go hang out with dad. And by hang out with dad, it means he's going to attack me so that I play
Tickle him.
wrestle with him.
Yep.
And, fun stuff because he wants the attention.
Yep.
Cool. No problem. We're good. But he never stopped. It was like 4 hours of that.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, breathe.
I
Like, he's sweating and like
I wish.
running around screaming and yelling and sweating all over the place. I'm like, you can't get a mask on this kid.
I miss that energy. I really do.
You miss having it.
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
I understand that.
People Snarky Jackal over on Twitter. Kids run and play, quote unquote. How quaint. Kids sit inside looking at their phones and TV. Not little kids.
Here you go.
Huh?
Lisa. She's,
I know Lisa.
from not too far away.
Yep. Or on the
She said-
Facebooks.
She said, my son said some kid passed out while they were playing soccer because they had to have their masks on.
Oof.
Now they take their masks off for recess.
Yeah, I've told my oldest when I dumped him off and stuff. I'm like, any chance you get to take that thing off, take it off.
Oh, yeah. No.
Don't ever have it on. If you don't have
If you don't have to, take it off.
take it off.
Yeah.
Because there's no reason to be smothering underneath that thing all day long. Just saying.
No, and so it's one of those situations like, so speaking of kids and masks and schools and all the rest of it, so my second child, she came home the other day and she was like, Mommy, she was talking, Mommy, guess what? What? The teacher told us we didn't have to wear our masks after we came back from inside. She said masks are stupid. And I said, yeah, masks are stupid.
They're icky and full of cooties.
It's like, yes, masks are stupid.
Masks are stupid.
You're right.
Unless you're painting or having to do with something chemical, yes,
Right,
masks are
yeah.
stupid.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Unless it's an actual ventilation mask.
Right. Unless you are in a situation where breathing is important,
Yeah.
and if you don't have it, you could die, then yeah, masks are stupid. Period.
Yep. Pretty much.
K through 8 schools in affluent and highly educated Palo Alto, California, require kids to mask even outdoors at recess. The San Diego schools recently announced an outdoor mask mandate as well. Yet scientists have known for some time that outdoor transmission is exceedingly rare. And many experts believe that outdoor masking is misguided.
Australia.
We're looking at you,
Australia.
you crazy upside down backwards ass country.
With all the venomous everything.
Yeah,
What's wrong with Joe?
they poop venom.
Everything does.
Everything.
Everything can kill you there.
Even the people poop the venom. It's
That's-
really weird.
They have it. It's there. It's a problem.
So bad.
Mainly just diarrhea, Joe.
Now there's so much more to this article, but the point of it all is
Kids don't need to wear masks.
I would argue most adults
Don't need to wear
Nobody
masks.
needs to wear
Nobody
masks.
needs to wear masks.
The girlfriend was showing me a video from the TikToks earlier about some guy throwing out like Article 14 or the 14th Amendment and all this
Yeah,
other
yeah,
stuff. And
No, just you,
well-
you don't need them.
and something was said and he ended it with like, we the people, we have the power, and I'm like,
Take
well,
off the mask.
I'd like the problem with it is we don't feel we have the power anymore. We only have the power when we take it back.
Right.
There's too many people being complacent.
That's very true.
damn, Joe.
Ouch, buddy.
I'm with you, though. I'm right there with you. Same thing, yeah. In that case, it's more like a bag.
Keep that over there.
Put it over your head.
Put it back on. Put it back on.
Have you no shame, woman? Oh,
Yeah.
my goodness. La, da, da, la, la. It's Friday.
It is. It really is.
Oh, goody.
Hey there, customer.
Greetings and the salutations. Dee 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 dee.
Do-do-do, do-do-do-do.
Careful how you throw the upside down term around.
No, you don't make us upset. Not at all.
What?
Joe. You definitely don't make us mad.
No, that just
That was good.
We laughed at your comment.
It
dude.
was
It
good,
was
dude.
funny.
It was good, bro.
Calm down. It's okay. La, 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 la.
This is Defenders Live.
You know, it's always good when people admit their mistakes.
Yeah,
You know?
Yeah.
It's always good.
it is.
Especially when it's thrown right back in their face. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
like Chris over there on the Twitters. Who had his typo thrown right back in his face.
Well, we did it live on the air.
We did it live on the air, but he also got a text back, so you know.
Just so we're clear, you're a moron. And we mean that in a good Christian way.
And then his response being, "It's fair. It's fair.
That's fair.
It's fair. Well done, sir."
So there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
So Miss Prime over on Twitter. How many times can we derail the show tonight?
As many
have to
times you want.
You have to understand it's Friday. I don't care.
This is not really derailing the show. This is us doing what we want.
Yeah, we have. Trust me, we have a tad more control over. If we didn't want to look or respond, we wouldn't.
Right.
So unlike the American people who really do truly have the power, if they would just realize it and take it back, this is our show and y'all have no power here.
But at the same
We
point in time,
move as we feel we should move.
but we still love talking to you.
Well, we do. I'm picking and
Yeah.
being a smart
Right.
ass.
Exactly.
I'm
Yes.
true, but
And still. Speaking of being true to things, Joe, over on the Facebook, just wanted to let you know, buddy, I've got 4 kids. He asked how many I had.
4.
I've got 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there's that, and 3 of them are girls.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I don't have any guns, though. No guns at all.
we lost.
We lost them all.
Tragic.
Every
boating
single one of
accident.
them lost terrible boating accident. Even lost the safe. I still don't know how the safe fell.
I told you, I was trying to put it on the boat.
In the water?
And I got it up, and I had it sitting on the deck,
Yeah.
and I was getting ready to take it down below after we got underway, and it fell. I'm sorry. I
Yeah.
don't know what you expect of me or what you want of me, but
Yep. I mean, it's fine. It's just I
I said I was sorry.
it just
Okay,
it
I'm
never made sense to
sorry.
me. I'm just saying, you know,
I'm sorry.
it's fine. Sweatimus Prime over there on the Twitters. Wait, you're doing what you want. You're still hanging out with us.
Yeah.
Oh. Anyway,
Don't read into it too much now.
right, yeah, let's just kind of keep that under wraps there. September 2nd, tennis balls that were stuffed with drugs and heading to a prison grounds in South Carolina.
This is a hard one for you.
Yeah,
apparently.
well, it is for me, yeah.
Okay.
Were found. They were found.
They were found? Where were they? Where, pray tell, were said balls found?
So a group who had a launching device.
A launching device.
Were planning to hurl the balls toward the prison
So they were planning a siege on the prison.
of drug tennis balls.
Yeah, because the guards would never have expected
know.
nothing.
How are they going to know?
It's raining tennis balls. I'll
What?
be damned. This wasn't in the weather today. Well, and not just that, but why'd you have like a catapult? There's like 100 of them stacked in there. Well, the funny part, but that's what I'm saying. Like all of a sudden, tennis balls just rain into the courtyard. Like they're
That's
not going to
not-
be suspicious, suspicious at all.
That's not eerily suspicious.
They're not going to look at it and go, "I wonder."
be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Right?
Yeah, the scheme was derailed when officers stopped a car that was bound for the detention center on Wednesday. Upon further investigation, the officers located a launcher with canisters, tennis balls that were cut that contained tobacco and other green leafy substances.
Other green leafy substances.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well,
And a fruity pebbled covered ball of THC. Ooh. Yeah.
that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
A fruity pebbles covered ball.
Yeah.
Or is that the prison's version of a bath bomb? You just drop it in the milk and it dissolves and does like.
I think they since they can only do showers.
No, I got that, but I'm asking. Just saying,
I mean, I figured it would be for something else.
it could very well. Be. It's nasty.
Mm-hmm. The police made sure that they posted it on Facebook.
I still want to know what they were using to.
A launcher.
Yeah, but what kind? There's a mini. It could be like a potato gun where it shoots one at a time.
Let's
It
see,
could be
let's
like
see.
a.
Do they have the picture of it? They do not have
They
the
don't.
pictures of it. Sorry.
I was gonna say it could be. It could be like a catapult
Could be.
or a.
Could be. I'm
what's
thinking.
what's the one?
I'm
that
thinking
begins
it's
with a T?
it's
I can never say it right. The one that launches a single boulder instead of multiples. It's not a catapult. It's a
trebuchet.
trebuchet. Thank you. I can never say that damn thing right.
Why?
I don't, because it's French.
It's the same thing.
No, it's not, because a trebuchet actually only launches one.
Right.
Catapult can launch more than one.
No, the difference between one and the other is actually the way that
They're
it's
launched,
set.
I know.
Yeah, one is done by weight differential. The other one is done by like a spring
Spring and
loaded
compression.
action. Yeah.
I know. That's what I said.
It's not,
It's what I said. Stop yelling at me.
but it doesn't matter. The same thing.
No, it's not.
Yeah. Yeah. Just one has giant rocks underneath it.
I don't know which one I like better.
You're less likely to get hit if you're standing too close to a catapult.
Yes. But trebuchets go further.
They can, yeah.
They can go
they have
a
that.
lot further.
Yeah, they can.
They have this thing where it just. Anyway.
And it's a lot smoother motion.
It is.
Yeah, it really is. Anyway,
So
in
tennis
all,
balls.
in all, police said that they
It's
found.
raining tennis balls.
They said they found a
Hallelujah.
quarter pound of marijuana.
Quarter pounder of what?
Marijuana.
Oh.
More than 1 pound of tobacco and an open alcohol container.
Oh, good.
Goody gumdrops. Yeah, 3 people were arrested in the connection with the case.
Because they traced their. Since they were idiots when they bought the tennis balls.
Yep. And they were in the car.
Oh, they were in the. Oh, fantastic.
They were in the car. They were in the car. Yeah, these 3 people were in the car.
Jackasses.
They were going to launch tennis balls filled with, tobacco, marijuana.
It's like, oh dear God, why are you so stupid? We can't help it, sir. It's a gift. That's just, again, how do you do that and not think it, that it's going to be seen, that people are going to figure it out?
Mm-hmm.
Moron.
Mm-hmm. Beef in the SAV. Want your bath bomb? Soap on a rope falls on the floor. Whoops.
I used to have soap on a rope.
For other reasons?
Because you have to have soap on a rope.
Why?
Because the place that I was in you had to have soap on a rope.
Okay. I'm not going to... Nope, not digging into that one.
Why not?
Nope. You can talk about it if you want to, but I'm not digging in.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
that's up to you.
Uh-huh.
If you say so.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. There you go. This one's for you, sir.
Is that one for me?
This one's for you.
Okay.
It's all for you.
I don't want to do this one.
If
China's ongoing crackdown on the country's entertainment industry stepped up a notch on Thursday after the state media regulator called for the boycott of, wait for it, sissy boy bands and effeminate men on television. No, actually, it's more like me.
Allegedly.
No, because that's what they're getting rid of, so they would be saying it on the way out the door.
It's more like as they walk.
Well, I mean, an effeminate man doesn't necessarily have to be.
Yeah.
Doesn't necessarily mean that he,
I
is
know.
sissy or anything like that.
No, it just happens to be that they wear makeup and look like,
And, well, no. When I think of effeminate men, I'm not even thinking about it from that angle. Like, I'm not thinking of the overt, obvious. Well, we're gonna, full makeup, do hair,
Sure,
the
yeah.
big thing,
Yeah.
borderline on gay or transgender.
just basically
type.
you look
I'm
prepubescent.
well, yeah,
Worse than I do.
And not just that, but also in the mannerisms and the way you act, the oversensitivity of things,
Yeah.
would prefer to be doing, say, not ballet, but I mean ballet, would rather do ballet or something on stage or,
High fashion sense.
yes. Just because you have that doesn't mean anything is wrong, but I digress. That's what I think of.
It's more effeminate.
That's what I think of when I think of effeminate men, because otherwise they would then fall into gay or transgender.
Right.
Do you see what I'm saying? So
Yes.
when I hear feminine, I hear up to the line. They're still straight as far as we know. They're just better in fashion sense. They're better at, decorating or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
That's where I'm at. Anyway.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They're trying to the end of reality talent shows and a ban on vulgar social media influencers, among a raft of other measures. It all went through on Thursday in the Chiners. The National Radio and Television Administration, China's broadcasting regulator, released an 8-point regulation plan for the entertainment industry that calls for a wholesale cleanup of the sector, both in front of the camera and behind, as Beijing continues to reshape cultural life.
So they like to come from behind,
Which is a bit ironic, really.
don't you think?
Yeah. Quote, unquote, sissy idols are a direct reference to boy bands that enjoy massive popularity in China.
Yes, they do.
Acts such as TF Boys, Unique, UNIQ, Super Junior M, and XOM
You know these people. Stop acting
have
like you
been
don't.
long-running targets of criticism for wearing makeup and being focused on high fashion as opposed to what the state considers traditional masculine interests. The new regulations have now codified existing criticisms. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's there. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The regulator is also calling for a boycott of stars who flaunt their wealth online or on social media. and a ban on people that trade entertainment gossip as well as vulgar social media influencers.
But what does vulgar mean to China?
Anything that they don't like. It means anything.
I mean, really, that's what it is. They're just everything that they don't like. So if you flaunt the fact that you have money.
You could not
you're
have
banned.
MTV's Cribs China Edition.
China Edition is not there.
Not going to happen.
Nope, not going to happen. So you can't flaunt the fact you have money, which I'm okay with, honestly. I don't like the fact that it's a government mandate.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. Like, I don't need you to
Like, if
don't
it was
flaunt it at me.
If
but
it's just a moral thing, like as a
a
community,
socially moral thing.
a socially
Yeah.
moral thing as a community, we're keeping each other in check. Hey, that's probably that's not cool.
Yeah,
That's fine.
yeah, that's fine. I'm good with that.
Government standard, no,
Not so much.
not so much.
Yeah,
So no on that one.
yeah,
Ban on effeminate men.
yeah. That
It's
you.
I
be
mean-
who you want to be.
be you, but then again, once do I want to see it all over the place? No.
Well, but like, that's a whole different conversation, though, because the only reason why
But once it's
they're
all
being
freedom.
convinced, they're being convinced by the people in said groups that if they really are this way, that they have to be overt, they have to be obvious, they have to be in your face, it has to be flaunted because that's the only way they're going to get respect.
Right. You
Which
have
is-
to be completely all up in the face.
Which is actually contrary
worst
to
way.
what all you have to do, just be you.
Yeah, and also calm down.
Yeah.
Just like 2 notches.
Just nobody
You're at like an 8. We need you at a 6 or below.
nobody cares, okay? For media companies, perhaps the most commercially problematic regulation is the quote idle section. Selection shows cannot be shown as well as shows starring the children of celebrities, end quote. Which would include phenomenally popular talent reality shows known locally as idol survivor shows, such as Idol Producer, Youth with You, and Produce 101 China.
Good, actually.
Now,
I mean, once again,
no,
I'm once
No.
again. Okay, hold on.
okay,
Hold on. Children of pop stars or children of famous people should not be famous because they're children of famous people.
well, they're not. Ish.
But they're getting popularity because of it. They shouldn't be popular because their parents
the only
did
reason why
something.
they got popular is because they know the parent's name.
That's the point. Like, that's the whole thing, right? Children
So-
of rich and famous people should not be popular just for the fact that they're children of rich and famous people. They should also have their own thing that they have done,
Why?
because then it's mooching.
But who cares? If
I'm
a
just talking
company
about
or
personal
if,
preference,
no,
all right?
I
You know?
get that, but I'm saying in
Yeah.
general, if a company or if the masses want to know about whatever insert celebrity kid's name here,
Right.
then and they're going to pay for it. Why? You know what I mean? Who cares? Like, who cares? Especially shouldn't be it definitely is not up to the government to decide. I, for one, am so effing tired of these reality shows
Yeah.
and these, American Idol stuff,
Yeah,
this
I
singing
agree.
stuff.
Yeah.
I am tired of it. I'm tired of it. However, I am also very much capitalist. If people are still obviously watching it, means that therefore it's profitable in one level or another. Therefore, keep writing it and I'll suffer. You know what I mean? Because
yeah. I'll just not watch it because
I
it's
just
not something
don't
I won't
watch it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's not something I want.
I don't
so.
need the government coming in and going, all right, guys, we've had a 14, 15, 16 years of American Idol. I think it's time to stop now and let's go back to doing sitcoms. It's not going to work.
No, but then again, the only people that do that are the major corporations that don't know what's going on in the society.
Well, no, and that's true too. But that's still at least the private company making the decision. It's not the federal government.
Well, yeah. But then there's also lobbyists.
No, and that's true too. But again, that just goes to show how easily people are swayed.
Yeah, because of money. Money's good for
As
that.
well as garnering tens of millions of views, these Idol Survivor shows regularly, quote, break the internet, end quote, in China, with billions of clips, posts, and content posted to social media when they air.
Yeah, that's because everybody in China is dying for
Some
connection.
Yeah. as well as banning on-screen idols and talent shows. It's deemed unacceptable. The regulator is looking for professional entertainment industry commentators to call out stars and insist on, quote, correct political direction and values, criticize the fake, ugly, and evil values.
So correct politically.
Yep.
Insist on correct political values.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so that's where we catch you off there.
Further regulations include banning excessive high payments, encouraging celebrities to do charity work. Encouraging celebrities to do charity work?
Yeah.
And further punishments for fake contracts and tax evasion.
They have a lot of fake contracts there?
Apparently. It is still too early to know the commercial ramifications of the regulations, but as the government scrutiny on the tech and gaming sectors, the bottom line of media companies are sure to be affected, and there are hundreds of billions at stake. Global accountancy firm PwC estimated the total value revenue of China's entertainment and media industry in 2021 will be approximately, according to the U.S., $358.6 billion, and will reach roughly, according to U.S. dollars, $436 billion or $437 billion by 2025.
That's if it kept at the current level.
Yes.
And with China doing everything that they're doing, I don't think that that's going to happen. Honestly, I think it's going to drop dramatically.
Yep.
Because when you have them banning everybody under the age of 18, basically, from being able to use and play video games more than 1 hour a day, only on Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yep.
Like, unless the parents are cheating for them and giving them the games on their phone, the gaming industry is going to drop dramatically. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you have the entertainment industry and all the rest of it. If you're cutting down and cutting back on all these things that people say are things that they want to see and want to watch and all the rest of it, I could see it being a major issue coming up as far as their entertainment industry dropping.
Yep.
But then again, I mean, you go and you watch the stuff from Japan, and that stuff's crazy.
Some of it is. Beijing purge the entertainment industry has intensified in recent months following a number of celebrity-led scandals. Earlier this month, Canadian-Chinese rapper Chris Wu, arguably one of the most famous and ubiquitous performers in the country.
Of China.
Yeah, of China, because I've never heard of Chris Wu. Until recently, was arrested on suspicion of rape that followed an accusation the singer had sex with a 17-year-old while she was drunk and lured young women into sexual relationships. The actress Zhang Shuang was recently fined $46 million for tax evasion, and the actor Zhang Zihan was banned and scrubbed from the internet after pictures surfaced of him at Japan's controversial Come
on, you're the guy that knows.
Sukiyuni Shrine to War Dead.
So a Chinese actor went to a Japanese shrine.
Yep.
And so he was immediately just gone.
He's
gone now.
Literally disappeared. He went into
They scrubbed him from the internet and from reality.
Which I didn't realize was... I mean, I know you could scrub the internet, but I didn't...
Oh, China has massive control, dude.
Yeah, I know.
Massive control over the internet.
Most notably, billionaire actress Zhao Wei, was abruptly deleted from the internet in China. All mention of Zhao in Chinese social media platforms such as Weibo have been removed. Her name has been scrubbed from credits in films and TV shows. All content featuring her, including film, TV, chat show appearances, and more, was removed from major streaming sites like Transcendent Video and IQI. All discussion of Zhao on social media was also censored. No official explanation for the blacklisting has been given, and last week the Star denied she had fled to France.
Because she fled to France.
I didn't flee to France.
I'm just happening to go here on an extended vacation
Pardon, mademoiselle.
forever.
Yeah, right? Don't mind the Eiffel Tower behind me. That is just a poster I have in my room.
I'm in Canada. The French Canadians.
I'm up here among the week where it's not snowing. National Radio, the National Radio and Television Administration 8-point plan as posted is as follows. 1, boycott illegal and immoral personnel. When selecting entertainers and guest radio, television, and internet platforms, should not employ people who have incorrect political stances, break laws, regulations, or speak or behave against public order and morale.
So basically us.
Yep. Number 2, boycott quote-unquote traffic-only standards. Idol selection shows cannot be shown, as well as shows starring the children of celebrities. Shows should strictly control voting, cannot induce or encourage fans to shop or buy membership in order to vote for their idols. Number 3, boycott an overly entertaining trend. Promote traditional culture, establish correct beauty standards, boycott sissy idols, quote unquote, boycotting daunting wealth, okay, gossip or vulgar internet celebrities. Number 4, boycott high pay in the entertainment industry. Strictly regulate payment for guests, encourage celebrities to participate in charity shows, punish fake contracts and tax evasion. Number 5, regulate showbiz staff, enforce licensing television hosts, provide professional and morale training. Morale training. Actually, it's moral, but it's moral. Entertainers should not use their profession and fame to gain profit.
Sorry. Entertainers should not get paid for their job.
Yeah. It's for the betterment of, it's for the collective. It's for the
Society.
betterment of the society. Yeah. Number 6, promote professional commentary in the entertainment industry. Insist on correct political direction and values. Criticize fake, ugly, and evil values. Number 7, entertainment associations should provide more training and establish mechanisms for industry regulations, as well as criticize bad examples. Number 8, regulators need to be more accountable, listen to the people, and respond to their concerns. Fill public space with positive and mainstream shows.
Okay, well, what if the positive and mainstream shows are the ones that you just boycotted?
Oh, they'll get over it.
But what if the people?
They'll get over it.
What if the people
They'll
respond?
get over it.
Shouldn't they
They'll
listen
get
to the
over it.
concerns
Nope.
of the people?
They'll get over it.
But you just said listen to the concerns of the people.
I know, but they'll get over it.
But the people want that stuff.
But they'll get over it. They don't know what they want. They're too stupid. People are stupid. We have to tell them how many kids they get to have. We have to tell them where they work. We have to tell them
How many hours they're going to work.
Yeah, how many hours a week they can play a video game. Where they can go, when they can go, how they can go. We control every single aspect of a human being's life.
Got to do it.
They'll get over it.
Eventually.
We said to change, they will change. That's all we need to know.
Yep.
So who wants to go to China?
Who wants to live in China?
I don't even say live, just go.
No,
You want just go hang out for a day. You probably won't make it back.
I won't.
No.
I'm going to immediately screw something up.
Oh, I know I would too. But mine may be intentional.
No, mine wouldn't be intentional either. Like, I'm not going to try to screw up in front of the Chinese government. Why? Because they don't care that you're an American.
Oh, no, I would do it on purpose.
Oh, I know you would.
Like a Rhinestone Slug over on Twitter, aren't the effeminate men also gay? Some of them are.
Yeah.
The Chinese are cracking down on gays too,
Yeah.
basically. Yep. Oblivion Flickering on Twitter. Damn mofo, I can't find my mouth. How dare it? Oh dear, it's under my bank robbing mask. It happens.
It does happen.
I've
It
seen
does
horror
happen.
movies where you lose your mouth. It's pretty bad.
Yep. I've seen action films.
Yeah,
Looks scary.
it does. Yeah,
Like when your face melts together and suddenly it's just
yeah.
one giant skin fold.
And you just every time I see it, I'm like, well, how do you eat then at that point?
Cut it open.
Ow. That means you can't have American Pride Roasters coffee.
That's right.
That sucks.
Yeah, it does.
But you can. Go to AmericanPrideRoasters.com. AmericanPrideRoasters.com for historically great coffee. Got chocolates and teas and so many other different things over there. Check them out at AmericanPrideRoasters.com.
Don't forget to go check out our website, doaeshow.com.
Yep.
That's where you can find all of our stuff, including all the website, the gear, and everything else. All the ways, check us out on all social medias at DOA Show. Use the hashtag #ArmYourselves.
Yeah, get your tweets and stuff in because we got a whole other hour. We'll be right back.
There he goes.
Yep.
You got the scene. Good on you.
Yeah.
You caught it.
That was the only part about that movie that freaked me out.
Right? The whole melting face. It's going to make it so your skin folds together. No more lips.
Imagine how painful that would be.
Yeah. That would not be good.
I mean, I don't want to imagine it, but
I mean, have you ever like wake up and everything is completely solidly dry to the point to where like your lips are stuck together? Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
it's almost as bad as the rare instances where you get pink eyed. It hits the pinnacle where it hurts. It actually does the same thing. The gunk seals your eye shut.
So I've never had that.
You haven't?
No.
I've had it bad enough to where I'd wake up in the morning and eyes would be sealed shut.
You'd have to like crust away.
No, because it hurts. You take a hot, wet rag and you just set it on across your eyes.
Oh, until
And let
it moistens up.
Yep, and then you
Then
you would scrape and wipe it away, but you don't touch it with your fingers because
Yeah.
put it right back in there.
Because like kids, we touch our face.
Yeah.
She can't remember.
No, I'm trying to remember.
Pop-Tarts.
That's on there. Body wash, dog food, jelly, bread, milk. Oh God.
Ugh. And now you can't remember.
I can't.
You're like, oh no, it could be anything.
See, whenever I would have issues like that, that's when I would just walk up and down the aisles looking at everything, making sure I was like, oh, there it is. I need that.
That thing, that's the one. I do the whole mental list. The mental list in the head.
No, I do too, but. No, in this case, I was the only one at the house for the day, so. She's like, and I'm like, I don't know what else you want. Like,
This is kind of some basic stuff, but yeah.
Well, yeah, this is just basic. If you wanted something specific for foods or anything else, like that's on you.
Uh-huh. I went to the gym. My legs say ow.
Ah,
My legs are ow.
nice. I wish I was going.
I did that whole like standing lunge thing
Oh,
with the weights on both hands. And then I held it.
Jackal Calsville, Chris over on Twitter, he's like, boycott overly entertaining shows. In unrelated news, that DOA show will no longer be heard in China. Newsflash, we've never been heard in China.
Never in our lives.
We would never be played in China.
I know exactly where everything gets played. Never China.
Yeah. Yeah, we never get that.
We don't get that. We've gotten Russia once.
That was funny.
It was. We got Russia once. China, not so much.
Not so much.
I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I get up when I'm bleeding, really bleeding. I'll never back down.
This is the collision of common sense and comedy. This is Defenders Live.
Thought I was 6 feet under.
It's Friday.
It is.
It's Friday.
So completely unrelated, but have you ever had somebody call you?
Call me what?
No, like they call you on the phone
Yeah.
because they call you on your cell phone
Okay.
and they ask you something that would be like, hey, it's one of those, you seem like a really responsible person sort of questions.
No, nobody's ever called me because they thought I was responsible.
Well, you know, like you seem like you should have information about this sort of responsible thing.
No, I've never had anybody do that.
Never had that before?
No.
Oh, so it's
Again, nobody thinks I'm responsible.
Just me. Okay.
Yeah. Nobody ever comes to me thinking I have valuable advice.
It's just one of those situations. Like, okay, so it happens every now and again for me where it's one of, like somebody will call up and I haven't like heard from them or anything like that in a while, and you know they'll call out of the blue.
Pardon me, Stephen, but I am dealing with this exocellular quandary, and I
we'll
need
do the
your
whole
assistance.
like, hey, how is it, everybody? By the way, one of the reasons why I was calling you is this. It's like life insurance or something like that, you know? It's like, now,
So you are the good neighbor.
albeit
You are State Farm.
I am, albeit I have sold life insurance before.
But still.
So I do have information on it. And I have understanding of things that you should and should not buy. Still, though,
it's like that's all I'm good for is the
it's like that's all you need me for now.
Is advice.
Is this is where
So
our
you- yeah.
our relationship is? Hey, I need you for like this.
you're
and-
someone's personal advisor, and that's it.
but only in the weird situations.
Hey, it's better than me. Nobody calls me.
Nobody calls you. For
I
that
can't even
support
get
line.
bill collectors to leave me a voicemail. Are you kidding me?
Whew. That's tough.
That's sad.
That's tough. But maybe a good thing.
It could be.
It could be a good thing because then you never have to call them back.
Oh, you assume I call them back.
That's something you never have to.
I never did anyway.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's not a big. I don't know. I didn't know because you know everybody's got that thing. I didn't know. Maybe that's not your thing.
Yeah.
It's not. I mean, I've also had the calls of like friend calling up and being like, "Hey, so if this ever happened, it's one of those situations to like, so I killed a guy and can you help? Like, would you help? Was basically the question. You ever had that? Where somebody like
it's been some time.
it's been a while. It's been a while, yeah. I've had that. I've had that too. My
I'll
answer.
take that secret to my grave. But
I mean, my answer is always the same. Was it justified?
I don't even ask that.
Well, no, that's the question. Was it-
Doesn't matter. Damage is done at that point.
Oh yeah, but I mean that depends on how I'm going to get involved. Like
No.
I'm
You're
I'm
already-
out of it at this point.
But just by them calling you.
I'm already involved.
You're
I
already
know.
involved.
I know.
So at that point, it doesn't matter. You
I
just
know.
and you treat all of them as if it was not justified.
Call 411.
You mean 811?
811. Yeah, call 811.
And invest in a wood chipper. Become good personal friends with your local hog farm,
Whatever.
or both.
Maybe. Yeah. Speaking of hog farms and wood chippers, ISIS, a man who reportedly supported the Islamic State of Terror, was shot and killed after a knife attack
Okay.
that wounded 6 people at a supermarket in Auckland, New Zealand. Authorities admitted that the unidentified man had been under surveillance and was under constant surveillance at the time of the attack.
So the people just kind of watched him run in with a knife and stab people. It was not a red flag or a moment of pause when you turn around and see a guy who's known as a terrorist turns around and or is even under the suspicion of issues, and he grabs a knife and starts heading to the store. You know, you're not supposed to prep your food at the store. You buy it first, and then you bring it home.
Yeah,
and
you
then prep it.
buy and butcher.
Yes, so to bring in the knife into the grocery store in
It's
advance
very
is
it's
bad.
Not it's uncalled for.
Yeah, it doesn't work very well.
It's not good.
So
Anyway, witnesses said that they pulled out said that he pulled out a long knife from a display at the store and then
okay, so he didn't bring the knife. Okay,
he didn't
nice.
bring it.
I stand corrected.
Improv. Improv knife.
It was an
knife.
impulse stabbing. It was just,
Impulse stabbing, improv knife fight.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He was doing a Jackie Chan, but only with knives. Whatever's around. Knives. Foop.
Let's start here. Wow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Total of 6 people in total were wounded, and 3 are in serious condition. The man was then shot and killed by police within 60 seconds. What?
Trying to do the math.
I mean, it doesn't take that long to stab someone. And if they're in a close proximity.
No, but that's what I'm saying. But I'm
it's
trying
like
to.
5 seconds, maybe for like the in and the out. And the
Yeah,
in
so
and
he would be
out.
in the center of a group
the
and get
in
the next
and
second. And I
out.
got that. But within 60 seconds, that's a minute. That's not very long.
No, it's really not. But 6 people got stabbed in that time.
No, I got that part. That's a little bit more understanding. I'm just trying to get like a guess.
Like he was under surveillance.
They clearly didn't. It wasn't surveillance enough if it took people a minute to shoot him.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's obvious. Like you
They
guys,
must have still been waiting outside.
there must have been some miscommunication, or there was somebody inside without a gun.
Maybe, but that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
It's like they had somebody outside, but the guy outside was the guy with the gun. The guy inside.
that's what I'm saying. It took somebody from getting outside to inside. Had to have been. It's
Yeah.
the only thing I could think of.
Yeah.
Huh? Weird. So stabbing in a restaurant.
In New Zealand. Yeah, the video posted on social media showed the rushers, shoppers rushing out of the store in a panic after the attack. Another video appeared to capture the sound of the police shooting. New Zealand Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern condemned the attack, but tried to separate the ideology of the of the violent extremists from the Islamic faith. You know, you gotta take that out. I mean,
not all murderers are Islamists.
but all Islamicists. Wait.
I got that backwards. That's how she would have done it. Not all Islamists are murderers.
But all the murderers that are extremists are Islamic.
It's really weird. Really, really weird.
Yeah. Quote, what happened today was despicable. It was hateful. It was wrong.
Okay.
It was carried out by an individual, not a faith, not a culture, not an ethnicity, but an individual person who is gripped by ideology that is not supported here by anyone or any community. He alone carries the responsibility for these acts. Let that be where the judgment falls.
And that is actually correct.
I agree with that.
You should always treat each individual thing as the individual and not blanket it.
Yeah, especially with the fact that he didn't, do the Allahu Akbar and blah, 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 blah.
He didn't scream out Aloha snack bar, so we're fine.
Yeah, he just went and started stabbing people, and so that was him breaking.
Yeah.
I'm good with it. It's fine.
I don't condone it, but I fully
not
understand
him,
it.
but I'm good with her reaction.
No, but the only reason I'm not good with her reaction, like I agree with her reaction. I agree with what she said.
Okay.
I don't believe it, and I don't agree with it because I will bet you appendages of my body that had this been anybody else,
Yeah.
she would not have been sitting here saying, "Well, it's not the culture, it's the person, it's their fault,
It's the person's
responsibility to act."
If it was a white guy
here.
stabbing a bunch of black people,
or a white guy
even
standing,
in New Zealand.
yeah, or a white guy stabbing a bunch of people.
Yeah. Systemic racism at that point.
And then they'd have to ban knives. That's exactly what would be happening.
Which they've already banned guns. And the UK,
that's Australia.
did you
I
know?
don't know if New Zealand did or not.
I'm pretty sure they did too.
I don't know. I know Australia did.
But I also know, I do know that in the UK for a while there, like unless you had a profession that dictated you needed knives, you weren't allowed to buy knives.
Yeah. Same thing with screwdrivers. And that's in London. It was London, actually. It wasn't the UK.
It was London specifically.
London specifically because the mayor's such a moron.
Yeah. It's like, if you are not a chef, you cannot buy knives. Okay.
That's just so stupid.
How are we going to prove that?
Well, you prove it in the UK and other places, but that's because everything has to be licensed. Every job, every career has to be licensed.
You have to have the tag.
Show us your papers.
You got a papers?
Clearly you don't. B from the SAV, tomorrow's to-do list. Check. Take the kids to soccer practice. Cut the grass. Call Dylan and ask his advice for no particular reason whatsoever. Night to St. Nee, also on Twitter. It's been my experience that if you want nicer ambulances, faster response times, and better looking drivers, you should call 0118-999-881, 999-119-725-3 instead of 911. You don't remember that, do you?
I don't.
The IT crowd? The IT crowd?
Yep, I get it now. I'm good.
The moment I read it, I started laughing. I was like, ah.
I got it now. Sorry.
725-3. Because you have to sing it. 0-1-899-881-991-9725-3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because it got so long, he had to turn around and send it as an email instead. Dear sir / madam.
Call this number.
No. Fire. Address is here. Please come at your earliest convenience. Send.
Jackal, Councilman, 5th District. I call out Dylan Lyles when I need to know about Paganini. So never. You never call him.
Because he never wants to know about Paganini.
Right.
And I don't think people believe me that I know what the hell I'm talking about.
I believe you.
No, I know you do. I don't think they do.
Oh, yeah, that might be true. I mean, Erica believes you.
She was shocked, but yeah, no.
She was shocked that you even knew the name.
I know.
It's like, wait, Paganini? What? First off,
Name drop. Boom.
yeah. All right. Oh, goodness gracious. So, yeah, you're going to like this one.
Am I?
Yeah. Yeah, in the worst ways. Going to like it in the worst ways.
Okay.
It's going to be good. The ACLU. Already good, right? Already good, right?
Oh,
this is amazing, right?
Fantastic.
Gonna love it. ACLU is arguing that COVID-19 vaccine mandates serve to advance civil liberties.
That
I'll read it again. Hold on. Read it again.
COVID-19 vaccine mandates.
Yeah, the ACLU is arguing that the COVID-19 vaccine mandates serve to advance civil liberties.
Okay.
The mandate. Are we going to definitions here?
Yeah.
Okay, define civil liberty.
Well, I was just gonna do liberty. Period. No, I'm gonna do liberty first.
Okay, all right.
It helps if I can spell.
Liberty, 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 liberty. Yeah, that's a
We
one.
are farmers.
Bum,
Bum, bum, bum, bum, bum. Okay.
Not a sponsor.
No. So,
What is liberty?
a mandate.
Oh, a mandate.
We're going to start with mandate.
Okay.
American Civil Liberties Union, the ACLU, is
Some people would
arguing-
say that our show is a mandate.
I wouldn't call it a date.
Not really. I mean, we do
More
spend
like
2 hours.
It's like a punishment.
Yeah. For them.
Yeah. The ACLU is arguing that that COVID-19 vaccine mandates.
Yeah.
Mandates. Mandate, by definition over here, an authoritative command or instruction, a command or authorization given by a political electorate to the winner of an election.
Oh, that's a stupid mandate. It's a mandate. That means people elected it. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
it's
fine.
not the same as
It's
a woman date.
So yeah. So
yeah,
a command.
Another way of putting it from Webster is an authoritative command, especially a formal order from a superior court or official to an inferior one.
Okay, so
Okay.
it's an authorizing authoritative
command or instruction.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, the COVID-19
So one might
vaccine
say
command.
One might say it lacks freedom.
Kind of, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, because it's pretty direct,
Lacks
generally
freedom.
speaking.
Liberty, the definition of liberty, the condition of being free from confinement, servitude, or forced labor. Condition of being free from oppressive restriction or control by a government or other power.
So the liberty is that's the exact opposite of mandate.
Yes. Yes,
Is
it
that what we're
is.
getting? Is that what we're getting to here?
So I'm really confused of how the ACLU could sit there and say that mandates serve to advance civil liberties.
Maybe they cleaned it up.
I don't know how. There is no possible
Well,
way.
maybe. So the ACLU's national legal director, David Cole. All right, he's out there.
Oh, I'm sure he's a cull.
Yeah, he's out there talking, all right? And he says, and I quote, "In fact, far from compromising civil liberties, vaccine mandates actually further civil liberties. They protect the most vulnerable among us, including people with disabilities and fragile immune systems, children too young to be vaccinated, and the communities of color hit hard by the disease."
Do I have to? Do I need to go and look up the definition of disability?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Because here's the funny part about that. And he started with that.
Mm-hmm.
So that was
the
his
most
go-to.
vulnerable among us, people with disabilities,
Disabilities. Do you realize
fragile immune systems.
but disabilities, we're going to stay there for just a tad.
Okay.
You realize that disability falls under anything. It could be mental, could be physical.
Yeah.
It could be, psychological, it could be emotional. There's all kinds of issues that a disability might be.
Right. That has nothing to
That
do
has
with
nothing
COVID,
to do with COVID.
with a virus at all. Yeah.
No, okay, fine. Fragile immune system.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Children too young to be vaccinated. It
They
doesn't
don't-
affect them.
They don't get affected anyway.
And communities of color hit hard by the disease. You people, and I mean you people as in those of you that are in the government and the government itself, are the ones that put these communities of color in
Together.
these situations in the first place. So they are hit hard because you constructed it that way.
Right.
You
You
don't give
made
a-
it. You made it
Yes.
that way.
You created the entire setup for that and then turn around so you could have an everlasting little card to go, oh, look at these poor people suffering if you only will do. And they have become so duped by it.
It's-
God bless them. They have become so duped by it that they don't understand. Some of them do. It's a lot more starting to come to light about it. But there's still quite a few who are just, oh, well, no, this is just how it is. It's everyone else's fault but my own.
It's like, okay, Dylan. Let's say Dylan is the, I'm going to be the government.
Okay.
Dylan is the poor people in the things, right?
Okay.
And this cup in my hand, I'm just going to start pouring it over. No, this is empty. It's empty. I'm just going to start pouring it, and it's filled with lava, and I'm just pouring lava on his head. See the poor people? These poor people, they're dying.
burning to death
Burning
from lava.
to death from lava. It's terrible.
We got to eradicate. We have to.
We got to stop the lava flows.
We got to fight the war on lava.
It's the same thing.
Same stupid.
I'm going to
thing.
pass a mandate demanding lava flows are stopped. And literally, I'm the one pouring the lava.
Uh-huh. So dumb.
Did you know that they can man-make lava now?
Oh yeah. All you got to do is heat it up. I mean,
No, though it has to be superheated.
I know that,
But they've got these giant furnaces that all they do is they study magma flow now inside of a lab.
I bet you they're thin. Sweating all that weight off.
No. And they also made one outside, so they have this giant, I mean, huge, like big
That's what she said.
heater that they just fill it up. They fill it up with basalt or whatever it is, and they just let it go. And sometimes they fill it up with more than just they put steel or whatever in there to see how it flows. Funny enough, regular magma is one way. Like liquid steel flows directly underneath it, like it's not even there.
Huh.
Like it'll be pouring out of the same area, right?
Yeah.
And you'll see this this incredible liquid, the very viscous,
Yeah.
like magma. But then you'll see like this really thin, hot, glowing liquid, and it just goes straight to the bottom and runs right underneath it, like it's not even there.
Wow. That's pretty cool.
It's crazy.
That's insane.
Anyway, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to go off
Yeah,
on a
that was.
tangent.
It's
But
Friday.
still-
Who the hell cares?
But still,
Yeah.
it's cool. I
Big
like
pull
it.
the Starkey Jackal over on Twitter. I thought ACLU changed to asinine communism lovers unhinged.
Well, that is true.
Yeah, that's one.
Yeah.
That's what they put on their owner's manual anyway. Knights Who Say Knee. Remember a man and a woman. That was only 8 months ago. Are we not doing that with mandates? Mandates and woman dates?
No, we're not. No, we're not. Knights Who Say Knee also on the Twitters saying, meanwhile, the MSM is screaming that only in the homes of these minorities. The floor is lava!
Spider-Man's Prime at DOA Show needs a magma lab now.
Oh, it's so
For things and stuff and
Stuff and things.
Like a Rhinestone Slug, also on Twitter, can we start believing people when they say they want to cut off our heads?
Yes.
I
believe it when people say that.
been doing it, but
Like, when people say something as crazy as, I want to cut off your head, I believe them.
yeah. Jackal Councilman 5th District over on Twitter. I have a disability to accept the ACLU's shul bit.
Okay.
Because
I know, I get it.
I was fixing it politely for the
You were doing
airwaves.
the good things for the webs and the internets.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause eventually I'd like to get to other places too. Just there. That's intimidating. Liquid hot magma. I've got to watch that movie now.
Oh.
Hot magma. I love it. It's so good. Anyway. So you want to continue on with this stupidity, or
I mean, we can if you want to. It's not, well, we got like 20
gotta
seconds. So
keep
whatever.
going.
Might as well. Yeah, here's a little bit more from the piece. Vaccines are a justifiable intrusion on autonomy and bodily integrity.
Okay.
That's all I needed to say. We're done.
Son of a bitch, I don't have enough time to go in on this one. So, okay. So vaccines are a justifiable intrusion on autonomy and bodily integrity.
Yep. Justifiable.
What happened to My Body, My Choice?
Justifiable.
No, but they've spent so much time arguing and complaining about abortion being, my body, my choice.
Justifiable.
And
Justified.
Why is it that justifiable? Why?
Justified.
Then we should be able to justify the fact that it's a living human being inside the mother and it has to stay there.
It's justified never lived.
I just justify my ass. In England, they also have a furnace that reaches temperatures hotter than the sun, but they can't be trusted with knives.
Right. I really like that the magma furnace.
I need to look at that.
It was
That's just
it's the what's this guy that you used to watch, like both of us used to watch, the sciencey guy on
oh, because
YouTubes.
science?
Yeah, except for he has his own channel now.
Oh yeah, well no, he's had two of them.
Yeah, well this is that other one.
It's because science, and then
This is his other
Was
one
it
where he's like
Nerdist or whatever?
Well, this is the lab, the lab setup, Nerd Lab or whatever it is.
what's his name? Not Kevin Hill.
No,
Keith Hill?
no,
Yeah, Keith Hill.
is it Keith Hill?
I think it's Keith.
Maybe Keith. I don't know. Let's see here. Is it Nerd Lab? Nerd Lab
No.
stuff. Oh, what was the thing? What was the other one?
Because science. Right there. Right there.
That guy right there.
Him?
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think his name's Keith.
I don't know.
I think it's Keith.
Kyle. Kyle Hill.
I knew it began with a K.
Yeah. So he had one episode that was all about the fact that they have a.
It leaves because science.
Yeah, he's gone. He does his own thing.
Why did he leave it?
He does his own thing now.
I'm going to have to check that out.
Yeah.
I didn't know he left.
Yeah. So he has his own little thing now. See, where he does like the science, the Nerd Lab.
Oh, I'm going to have to go see this now.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. Yeah,
Does he do the same kind of stuff?
all the stuff? Yeah.
I'm going to have to go back.
This is Defenders Live.
Yep. Here's a wormhole you can go down.
What does the red dot mean?
The red dot, which one?
Next to skips every other one almost.
Oh,
No, it does. It skips.
Yeah, it skips every other one. Yeah, I don't know.
No, not every other one, because look, it stops down there.
I
Right there.
don't know. Oh, they were live sets. Ones that were live. Yeah, something like that.
So they actually, so YouTube makes a
Yeah.
distinction now.
Sometimes, apparently, they started to.
Well, screw you.
Yeah, right. Yeah, like black holes and volcanoes and faster than light, nuclear power.
I've always loved watching him because it's,
and I mean, he does it. It
He's
is
funny, and
It
he's-
is scripted,
well, of course it's scripted, but he's,
but he's got the good snarks
well, yeah, it's educated, it's smart. You learn something from it,
and snark.
and it's put to a level that you could understand.
Right.
The bag of holding.
Yes.
How long could you survive in the bag of holding?
I mean, it is an
Hold on.
It is an alternate space.
I know. I'm trying
Technically, it is a spatial universe where there is air, but also things don't deteriorate over time.
no, because it's an
So
alternate.
technically, it's in stasis.
Yeah, so by definition, you couldn't.
You should be able to always survive, but then again, if you put any living thing in the bag of holding, it's immediately dead.
Yeah, because well,
Anything that's alive becomes.
it would be in stasis. It wouldn't be dead. It would be in stasis.
no like an animal. You throw it in the bag of holding, it dies.
Why?
It's just one of the rules.
The only thing I know about the bag of holding is that it could be used to decapitate a vampire that's like 12 levels higher than your characters.
Yeah, because you put its head in the bag of holding.
Yeah, and then you damage the bag.
Right, you blow up the bag,
It's
and it blows up the head
and it blows the head up
because it blows everything up.
because the head gets separated from the body and it's rendered useless at that point.
If you ever have a bag of holding,
yes, if I D&D tip, if you're ever playing Have the Bag of Holding,
just remember, if you're in an alternate universe ever and you have a bag of holding, somehow magically you have a bag of holding. Remember, if you're up against something that will kill you, put it in the bag of holding. Find a way to get it in the bag of holding.
and then
destroy the bag of holding.
and you're fine.
And nobody will, no, it'll all be fine. You're going to be out the bag of holding. It's a lot of waste. It's a lot of waste.
It is a lot.
But still,
It'll be sad,
it will be sad. I mean, think about all the inventory slots that you just lost.
right?
Right?
Nights You Say Neo on Twitter. Oh my God. At Dylan Lyles isn't an AI. He's a cat. He derailed the show himself thinking he saw a laser dot on YouTube.
Yes, he did.
No, I just couldn't understand. I've never seen the little dots on there before.
Yeah.
It was new to me.
We're looking up a channel because
Yeah,
I wanted to show him something.
I hadn't seen
Oh,
it
like, see,
before.
he does the thing on the Hollow Earth planet, the Hollow Planet, and like, yeah.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
I like it. Oblivion Flickering. So if the vaccine kills my kid,
Uh-huh.
I can't sue the vaccine maker.
No.
Will the government take responsibility?
No.
How is this protecting, quote unquote, the weak?
No.
It doesn't.
It doesn't. There's nothing. No. Just no. That's all I can tell you. Just no. It doesn't work.
Wow, he really does a thing of what if the tall lady from
Yeah.
Resident Evil stepped on you?
Yeah, bro.
B from the SAV. Nerd alert.
Yes. Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Why do you think we do a radio show?
Yeah.
He talks about Paganini.
Adam W. Johnson, Schrodinger's bag of holding. Like a rhinestone slug. We put Bugs Bunny in a bag of holding. He survived.
It's different.
It's a different bag of holding.
It's not my bag, man.
The cat in the bag of holding is both alive and dead at the same time. That according to
Jackal.
Chris. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, now that we went down that road.
I don't know.
Oh, no. So this is an update. Okay. This is an update. Everybody out there, this is
If you've been listening for any amount of time.
and you know that we go through the stories, and this was not one of the stories that we really touched on very long. We just kind of, it was a flash in the pan. We talked about it for about 10 minutes and then walked away.
Yeah. Even the last update, that's what we did.
Yeah. But this update kind of proves a point.
This is an update to an update.
And it proves a point.
Uh-huh.
It proves a point about this push in society, this idea that people have where it's like, oh, well, we've got to protect all trans people.
Okay.
Instead of protecting all women, it's protecting all trans people, right?
Right.
I got that the whole idea. So
Yep.
back in June, there was the Wii Spa incident.
Yep.
Remember the Wii Spa in Los Angeles and
Remember
LA?
the Wii Spa? LA.
And we talked about on the Wii Spa thing, you know, how they're, you know, a trans person
Yep.
decided to go to the female section, letting it all hang out.
Yeah. Just airing out his business.
And people there got a little upset because they had their young children there in the women's locker room and stuff like that for the spas and all the stuffs. And they were like, yeah, no, that person has their junk out.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's a guy's thing. That's the guy's thing.
We can very clearly see
That is not,
we're all women and we don't have that.
that's not the same. It's not the same. And, you know, the Wii Spas was all about the, you know, well, we've got to respect the trans people and they can do whatever, they can go to whatever, blah, 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 blah.
They can do whatever they want to. The rest of you are
whatever you
screwed.
like. Yeah. So turns out said trans person is a sex offender.
Shocker. I love how nobody bothered to look at that in the first place.
Yeah, back in 2006, due to an incident of exposure.
You mean similar to what he did at the Wii Spa?
And additional incidents from 2002 and 2003.
Again, similar to the Wii Spa.
Yeah.
When, I don't know if we remember, and I don't know if this thing says, but when did this,
Total of 5 felony accounts.
when did this fella come out as being transgender? Like, how long has
Don't know.
she been living the life?
They're 52.
Oh, then the answer to that's probably never.
Never, but just decided one day he's going to dress up
Okay.
and go to a Wii Spa and claim transgenderism because he's out in LA.
A lot.
Yeah. So the 52-year-old man has had 5 felony counts of exposure. 5.
And what's wrong with that? He's a woman.
No.
He has a woman. He's a woman.
No. He has the twig and berries.
But he's a woman. He is a woman trapped in a man's body. It's not his fault that he was born this way.
Okay. Well, it is his fault to go and expose that portion of his body to a bunch of women.
But he's also a woman.
No, he's not.
You know,
Physically.
men can get pregnant too.
We can go over that another day.
I take it you're not accepting my argument. It's what it sounds like.
No, there's no argument there. We're just not going to go there because it's not an argument.
I don't know. I've seen it all over the news.
Sure, yeah. Of
Pregnant
course.
men having babies.
That was a woman
That
had a vag.
looked like a man to me.
That had the VJs.
I don't know. I didn't see down there.
Had the VJs.
Everything else looked like a man to me. I can only assume.
Yeah.
Just saying.
You know what happens when you assume.
I'm usually right. Because I go in with deductive reasoning before I open my mouth.
Right? Yeah, that's not assuming anymore.
I know,
That's-
it's weird.
It's just a hypothesis at this point.
Sweaters Prime over on Twitter. Spoiler alert. There was a bulletin saying he used to quote unquote identify as female to incidentally expose girls to his dangly bits.
Yeah.
No, I get it was trying to expose it to him, but it was because he was trying to get other women to understand his plight, because here he is carrying around this tumorous thing that no other woman has to carry around, or at least very few women have to carry around. That's what it was.
Right.
It was like a biology lesson. See, guys, I know this is how you've been told and this is how it normally is, but check this out.
Which leads to B from the SAV, who says, anything you can do, she can do better. 'Cause I'm free balling.
That's a good one.
Yep. Also, Jack Hole, Councilman, 5th District. The defenders are nerds? This is my shocked face. Jimmy Fallon. Personally, I'm shocked.
Yeah, I know. It's the bad part is y'all don't even know.
They should by now.
No, that's the best part. Like, I started thinking about this. Like, even what we and we, just so we're clear, we are original. Who we are is who we are.
We do, yeah.
But what y'all don't get is what you get here is literally the tip of the iceberg.
Oh, it is just.
It goes so much deeper and so much crazier. And it's one of those that
This show is literally just the tip.
fair enough. Fair enough. Sweatimus Prime at Dylan House straight up just pulled a zip thud, and I couldn't be prouder. I mean, think about it. That's how it would go. It's
true.
He walks into the room. Pardon me, ladies.
Zip.
Have you ever had this problem before? Oh my God, Janet, you should go see a doctor.
That looks a little swollen.
It's a little growth you have there.
You also need a trim.
You've had it for 52 years.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's for so long.
Yeah.
So long.
One might invest in a small razor,
Yeah.
pair of clippers, something.
So you guys might not have heard about this. You may not, everybody out there, you may not have heard. So you remember that time when Joe Biden was checking his watch
At the dignified transfer?
at the dignified transfer
Huh? Where he wasn't being dignified?
at all? And there was actually photo ops of everything?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah. The MLM tried to fact check that.
Who did?
The mainstream media,
Oh.
the MSMs and all the rest
Gotcha.
of them. The MSNBCs,
Gotcha.
BSs.
The alphabets.
all the alphabet soup. They tried to fact check that and say that he wasn't looking at his watch.
Are you sure about that?
That's what they were. That's what they were saying. They were saying. I'm not saying
The
that.
mainstream media
Yeah.
is saying it.
Yeah. The mainstream media. Now, I mean, I don't know about
if you're
you.
watching on the YouTubes or the Facebooks or anything like that, here's the picture. Now, I'm pretty sure, as one who
I don't know about you.
kind of blew it up a little big there, didn't
Oh,
you?
that's a little big. I'll try to.
There you go. But I'm going to go on a limb and just say that you can't, you don't look at the back of your hand that conveniently has a watch on it unless you're looking at your watch.
Yeah. And that's,
The only thing I would give this man is that it might be an excuse. He might actually
be asleep.
No. Given his reputation as of late and his mental capacity, it is highly possible that he is shocked because he's never seen that before. He forgot what his back of his hand looks like.
I mean, that might be the case. You might be right, but
It might not be. I'm reading time. It's like, I'll be damned, I've never seen that before. So that's what it looks
that's
like.
a new mole.
Not even a new mole. Oh, so damn. Back of my hand.
Know it like the back of your hand. I've never known that.
I've never paid
Never
attention
saw
before.
about that before. That's crazy.
That might be what's happening.
That may be it. Given his mental state, that might be. I mean, I can't deny that was possible.
I wonder something.
But at the same point in time, when you look at this, like everybody out there, there's the picture.
Mm-hmm.
He's got his hand over his heart. Looks like they're, saluting, waiting, whole deal.
Okay.
And he's just looking down, not looking forward. He's looking straight down at his watch. Like, even though his eyes look closed, you can basically track by the position of his nose. Like, you could just go straight from his nose down. And there's I'd say he's looking.
I have, and I just realized I can't. I wish we could link them up so I could throw this stuff up here too, because there's a picture
Yeah.
like that one.
Yeah. It looks pretty close.
It-
I mean, it's not the same person, obviously.
No. I wish I could. Can
I
I
mean,
see what I could try and do? I was trying to see if I could just quickly throw it over. Point is. Oh, wait. I could airdrop it to you. No, what I was going to say, or if you go that route, that's fine too. It doesn't matter. But my thought was,
you can't airdrop it to me. I don't have the Wi-Fi on.
Oh, that's right. You don't. Jerk. Anyway, there's a lot of pictures. If you just go into any search engine whatsoever and type in people checking wristwatch and you look at these pictures and then you compare them with the picture, that's videos, that's not it. If you compare it to the picture of Biden, he's looking at his watch. I mean, we all know this. We all can look at this and tell. But
Let's just kind of here.
well, they're touching their hand. Like, that's even different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean,
But
that's-
still, I was going, like I said, look at that. Well, like, it's a different guy, but it's the same concept.
Yeah, I mean, still, but that's there.
There's that one.
There's that one. You could do that one, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Because you
Right.
see them clearly. Like I said, they're touching their hand and stuff like that. If you're watching on the Facebooks and YouTubes.
Or you
check
got
that out.
this fancy guy.
He's just Mr. Studley.
He is fancy.
Fancy is as fancy does.
That's right, because he is, and he
See?
does.
There's another one.
There's fancy.
That's more. I mean, Joe Biden never looked like that, but
no, never.
But look at him. Same thing. Just casually pull his hand up, hand turned. He's looking at his watch. There is no way on God's green earth that you could accurately argue it away. None. There's countless pictures. Just Googling it. Any search engine will pull it up of people looking at the back of their wrist, and every single one of them is doing the exact same thing.
Look, there. Look at his face.
Yeah.
Look at his face. Look at where he's looking. Face, looking. It's the whole thing. It's exactly what he's doing.
But you know what? And this is the part that pisses people off. This is what makes everybody mad. Had it had been Trump, they would have blown it out of the water.
Oh yeah.
It would have been
How
this
dare Trump?
giant thing, this horrible stink pot.
Right.
And I'm just that's what kills me. Is the inconsistencies, the lack of being, well, just the lack of consistency.
That's it.
That's it.
That's all. That's all there
If
is
you
to it.
want to, I would actually, and I'm not a fan, just so we're clear.
Right.
But I would be more of, I would be less argumentative or difficult with all of this stuff, the socialist crap that's going on, the communist crap that's going on. I would be less difficult if they were at least consistent. Same thing goes with the COVIDs and all that other jazz. Consistency. The number stayed the same. If everything matched up with exactly what you said and blah, blah, even if you were lying through your damn teeth, I would buy it. It would be easier to swallow. I could go there. But you can't. They would never have treated Trump like this, or any other president for that matter.
They wouldn't have given him that much leeway.
No. If it's wrong, if it's a bad thing for one person, it's a bad thing for somebody else. And we don't.
Beefing the SAV over there on the Twitters. Biden.
There is no hand. Whoa. Whoa.
Totally. Oblivion flickering. The president has a mandatory biometric watch. He routinely checks it to see if it's time to lay down and play dead. I think he's just checking it to make sure his heart's still beating, because otherwise he has to notify someone.
Yeah, he's just checking he's same thing, checking his pulse.
Tech crew, Joe can't resist a shiny.
Yep.
Ah.
Which one do you want to do? Or which one? Which one do you want to end on? That one or this one?
Oh, Nights You Say Knee actually has a recording of the conversation at the Wii Spa.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to check that out later.
Yeah, we'll have to look at that. Which one do you want to end on? This one or this one? This one? Or this one? Huh? Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Surprise me.
Surprise you?
You call it. You call it. Make the shot. I'll take the lead on it. Because both of them, I'm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think this is actually more pressing.
Considering the situation, probably.
Probably so.
We'll save the other one for
Monday-ish or
Monday
whatever.
or Tuesday. Yeah.
Labor Day. So don't know. Do you want to do a show on Labor Day?
Oh no, probably not. We're gonna be on vacation.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Yeah, you're taking
we're
newsflash. Middle of the show. Yeah, we were gonna announce this at the end.
I didn't know.
Well, it was kind of. I didn't think about it either. But yeah, no, we're Labor Day. We're gonna be out.
Yeah,
because it's gonna.
We normally aren't, but
normally we're not. But I've got some stuff I got to handle, and
he's got things to do.
Changes and stuff are coming, so I gotta
for him.
So I'm taking a day off.
All right,
so yeah, we're not gonna be in Monday, so it'll be Tuesday.
There we go.
And if Carrie comes on, then she'll be able to do it, and it'll fit right in her wheelhouse.
Yeah. So the Biden administration continues to force continues to face massive criticism over the border from both Republicans and Democrats for its botched handling of the immigration crisis. I don't know. Yeah, have you seen this? Have you seen this? Have you seen it? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But one of the many criticisms against the White House
Uh-huh.
is their approach with children, how they're handling children, unaccompanied minors specifically.
I'm not a big fan of how Biden handles any children.
Right, but I'm talking about the administration, not him
Oh,
specifically.
him. Okay, I got you.
Yeah,
Got you.
yeah.
I keep forgetting that.
Yeah,
part. It's-
the number of illegal immigrants slipping into the U.S. has spiked in recent months. In July alone, more than 212,000 migrants were detained along the Mexico border. This is from the Washington Post and the report last month. And the figure does not include the unknown number of illegals who successfully evade authorities, obviously. Of the migrants detained in July, about 19,000 were unaccompanied minors, says the Post. This is in addition to 65,000 other unaccompanied children detained for the first 5 months of 2021. With the surge of children migrants, the government has opted to place thousands of these children with relatives or other pre-approved
alleged relatives.
Allegedly.
Right, or other pre-approved sponsors. The Department of Health and Human Services Offices of Refugee Resettlement has published an order of
I didn't
of
realize that
preference.
was a thing.
Yeah, the
The Office of
the
Refugee
ORR.
Resettlement.
Yeah, the ORR. ORR. Or releases children to a sponsor in the following order of preference: parent, legal guardian, an adult relative, brother, sister, aunt, uncle, grandparent, cousin, and an adult individual or entity designated by the parent or legal guardian through a signed declaration and other documents that or determines is sufficient. A licensed program willing to accept the legal custody of the child or an adult individual entity seeking custody when it appears that there is no other likely alternative to long-term or care and custody. According to the data culled by Axios, in the first 5 months of 2021, care providers made 14,600 calls to check in on minors that are released from HHS shelters to approved sponsors.
Okay.
In almost 5,000 of those cases, providers were not able to find the children or the sponsors at all.
Shocker. But, let's keep the border open because,
Because these unaccompanied minors aren't going into sex traffic or crime or being trafficked as human trafficking as slaves. No, this is not happening. Not at all. Not happening at all inside of America.
And just for the sake of the argument,
Sure.
and not all of them are.
Right.
Not all of them are.
Not all of them are.
However,
That's
they're
a third.
still here illegally. They still
Yeah.
came to here under false pretenses. They are still living in this country under an illegal process.
Assumed process.
Yes. It's still wrong. Forget the fact that they might be, as Stephen mentioned, possibly being drug mules. They might be sex trafficked or
They might
all
be
of the above.
labor slaves. It could be any of these.
It could be any of that stuff. Forget even that part of it. Just the fact that these people are now here. These kids are from get-go are being taught that, oh, you're fine now. You're here.
You're
can
in
survive.
America.
Yes. And so they're going to go, oh, we're cool. And we're going to go all through this. And they're going to end up becoming jaded and jacked up just like these the DACA kids were.
Yep.
Where, oh, I was born here. My parents said everything's fine because I'm born here. And now this is not going on because they were not being honest with them.
DACA, they weren't born here.
No, I mean, but they were brought as
here
kids. I'm
as
sorry.
kids, yeah.
But I'm saying
I was
they
brought
would-
here as a child, so I should be allowed to be
because
here.
their parents and everybody else told them that was what was going to happen.
Right.
Which is what I guarantee you, even the kids that aren't being sex trafficked and everything else, they're being told the same thing. Hey, you've
Yeah.
made it, kid. You're
You
good.
made it. You got here.
Congratulations. You don't have to worry about nothing now. Just
Yep.
be you.
Yeah, but then again, so one of the biggest things that I had a problem with specifically about the children and unaccompanied minors and all the rest of it, I said, it sounds terrible. Turn it back around. Turn them back around.
Turn around.
Every now and then. Yeah, turn.
Send your little ass back home.
Send them back home. Ask them where they're from originally and get them on the next flight. I don't care. For children, that's fine. I'm good with that. Send all the kids back. Why? Because they're human trafficked.
Yeah.
There's a high probability, if that is not their parent,
Well,
that they are being human trafficked.
but it's kind of hard to convince people of that and to believe that when people actually have pictures of the president looking at his watch and they spend hours and days trying to say he wasn't.
Yeah, it's true.
So it doesn't matter. What you can depend on is American Pride Roasters coffee.
Yeah.
Go to AmericanPrideRoasters.com for historically great coffee. It's guaranteed to make you swallow every single time you put it into your mouth.
Remember, 1/2 to up to 3 cups of coffee a day will possibly help
Possibly.
with heart disease.
You know, the world's going to hell in a crappy way. The least you can do is have something good to drink while in the cup while you watch it burn.
That's right.
AmericanPrideRoasters.com.
This is fine.
Mojo50.com. Check out the other awesome hosts and shows, also at iHeartRadio under the Mojo50 Radio banner.
Uh-huh.
Go to our website, doaeshow.com. Check out
Yes.
the archives, become a defender with us. All the other cool stuff. Social medias at DOAE Show. Use the hashtag arm yourselves, like, share, subscribe, and we will see y'all
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Have a great weekend, guys. Bye.